Saints defensive back Kurt Coleman received a lot of blowback from Panthers fans when he joined their division rival. He didn't understand it. He was cut by the Panthers. In an interview after his release, he basically said he didn't want to leave Carolina. Now, when I asked him on Wednesday if it gave him any extra juice to be playing them twice this upcoming year, he said, quote, "It will be nice." Coleman is a veteran who will give the Saints a versatile chess piece on the back end of their defense. When it comes to the quarterbacks and the receivers in the NFC South, a player like Coleman is invaluable. One of Kurt Coleman's best seasons came in 2016 when he helped lead the Panthers to a Super Bowl. And he's looking to get back into form in a division that he thinks is the best in football.
You know, it's biased, but I think the NFC South is by far the toughest division in the NFL. You see how the defenses are laid against the offenses. You have bigger corners to handle these bigger wide receivers. I mean, it's just the way this division is set up, and I really do believe that this division, I mean, it can go any which way, and it's literally a matter of who is hot and who's not right now. I don't know. I think it's so much fun because you get to go against some of the best quarterbacks, the best wide receivers that the league has, and it's all in your division every single week. So you get to play them 6 times a year. So that's the fun and the enjoy that I get being down here.
It'll be fun to watch him this season. Former St. Aug alum Leonard Fournette took time in between minicamp and training camp to return home to New Orleans. Fournette held a youth football camp today at the Saints facility. Hundreds of kids were in attendance, every one of them wanting to get coached up by an up-and-coming NFL star. He was a rookie sensation last year, rushing for over 1,000 yards, scoring 10 total touchdowns as the Jags reached the AFC title game. And he took time to give back to the city that raised him today.
It means a lot for me, being from the city, growing up in the city, and also just giving the youth a chance to meet a lot of the NFL guys, man. You know, myself growing up, didn't have a lot of opportunities meeting NFL players. You know, it's not as more convenient because we have more guys going to the league. I mean, no matter where around they go, but it's still motivation for my city and for the kids, man.
Good on you, Leonard Fournette. From one LSU rookie sensation to possibly another. At least Fournette thinks so. He told the New Orleans media that he believes Geis will, quote, have a great year. The Skins took Geis with the 59th overall pick. Fournette thinks that they really got a bargain. Now, if Geis does win the starting job, he'll have to take it from 2-year incumbent and fellow New Orleanian and Tulane running back Rob Kelly.
We got a great room. You know, ever since I got here, those guys are willing to help. You know, you'll come to a lot of pro teams and you'll hear about, guys fighting for positions and, guys getting salty and, they welcome me with their arms wide open. We ready to go now.
The baby cakes were in action tonight. And did you know New Orleans had the most viewership through the first 2 rounds of the college baseball playoffs? You love some college baseball around here. We'll have an update from the first 2 games of the College World Series up next. One of the most unlikely matchups that you could think of happened tonight in the College World Series. Mississippi State couldn't have had a worse start to the year. Their coach was fired. Then they started league play, losing their first 3 SEC series. Meanwhile, Washington had never been to Omaha in the history of the program. Yet here we were with the matchup of the Dogs. Now, I was going to show you this boring highlight because they went to the 9th and no one had scored. Both of these teams had the flair for the heroics. I'm just going to explain it to you. Mississippi State walked it off in the bottom of the 9th. They had 2 on. Luke Alexander hit one to right field, and Mississippi State advances 1-0 over Washington. An unbelievable game, and they saved the dramatics at least for one point in time. In the early matchup, it looked like a Sunday score when it was all said and done. UNC had built a 6-1 lead. The Beavers then made it interesting down the stretch, but the Tar Heels held on late, and they stay in the winner's bracket with an 8-6 win. Here's a look at the rest of the 2018 College World Series schedule on Sunday. It'll be a nice Father's Day on the couch. Texas starts the day facing Arkansas at 1 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. Then Texas Tech closes out the day facing top-seeded Florida at 6 p.m. on ESPN2. Baby Cakes, meanwhile, take the opener at Sacramento 4-3. They will play 3 more in Northern California, series ending on Tuesday. A lot of baseball this weekend. You got to love it. That does it for us in sports. Stick with us after the break.